issue that we've been going back and forth on is volume multi-attack has been in cars for a while. We've had a few meetings as working group to try to hammer some things out. And we're at a pretty good point here, I think. So one of the issues we've had is that some Cinder storage drivers multiplex attaches to physical Nova host. And when we have a multi-attach detached, it destroys all those connections instead of just one. We've got an information problem where there's not enough information to do the detach. So we've been trying to find a way to solve this through this working group.
Can we start with the first question?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the first question, why?
The first question is, because Cinder added that thing to their API in Juno, does that mean that we care?
Yeah, right. So multi-attach use cases. I know I ran into some time warp table use cases, right?
So we're fully drove, and one of the big our customers usually they require a local rack, whatever they need, require care for it. So that's like use case number one. That's like hundreds of instances running. And there are other applications that share processes, whatever you have. Until our customers can basically write their application, get the operational hardware in the cloud, and this is the best use case. There's other use cases, other stuff. Yeah, it's all basically
Also for HA, there were some use cases that Harris and wanted to specify.
Oh, I suppose to put like a database failover that you want to do switches that's possible.
Well, you pre-attach both. Yeah, that's something else. As I asked, we want that attached.
Mount on
something fails.
because that way you control your destiny, right? Yeah, mount on thing.
Well, and you don't have to like wait for Cinder to do the attach for you. You just like
It's attached.
It's an annoying use case.
annoyingly.
Yeah, I guess it's very British.
For Linux, we can really handle downtime. So the SLA 5.9s and carrier grade is just,
Yeah.
we need it
Yeah, this is a pretty like
immediately.
old school conventional way to achieve that, right?
It is.
So, I mean,
There's a lot of useful conventional.
no, I know. I'm just saying, you can make the argument that like the complexity that this drives into both sides and interaction is not something you want to do it another way. But I mean, I get that. I have lots of people that want to do it. So,
It's going to take a while before applications evolve to cloud.
especially if we keep making this for them.
Yeah. Someone's got to drive this and somebody's got to. That's one way. Does that satisfy that?
I think that's
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question. So I think where we're at from the discussions in the working group is we've got a POC John did that is sort of the way we want to go, so that it can actually store enough information. We would return an attachment I needed using this POC, which could be used for the detach. So effectively what it requires is these changes in Cinder, changes in the Cinder client, use it. So now that's micro version, so this would be a micro version. And then Nova would have to consume that, and on top of that, it would have to have it running into the micro version where Cinder, which we assume is going to have to happen someday anyway as Cinder API changes. So that's got to be worked out.
Is John here yet?
These are not.
Yeah. So one thing about the client actually, I was actually something that had so it doesn't even need, that was kind of right. It didn't really even need any security things. The only thing is on the Node side, if everybody on the Node side approves it, then we can just start tracking your hash
So,
So this is like the port details
the ever-growing Dick Doom.
Yeah.
So I had an idea a while ago, and I'm sure that this is like terrible, and we can just like I'll just get it out, and you guys can stomp all over it. I mean, but it would make this completely within, I think, completely within Cinder's ability to control the path going forward. Is if we had a virtual volume view into a volume where you like, in order to expose one volume to multiple things, you had like a view that then got its own volume ID that we treat exactly like anything else. And when we try to do an attach, you can say, we still have this like one volume gets attached in one place, but you guys are kind of multiplexing it on the back end to say, well, you can't create a view on that kind of volume because the back end doesn't show it, right? But that way, we don't tell Nova that volumes can be multi-attached. We just you hand them a volume.
It's like a synchronous snapshot.
It's a
clone.
So I don't think that's a horrible idea at all. In fact, I looked at, so when we talked, that was kind of the idea I had in mind. As I started kind of looking into it and started trying to write it, I got confused, and I figured if I'm getting confused trying to write it,
on the center, confused the center side.
yeah. I actually did it very good, and I'd be interested in looking at it.
So what are they? I'm trying to think through what would be the mental model for the user of the Cinder API? Because you've got like you've got this volume, and then off it you've got like these synchronous clones of it that you can actually attach to or something.
Well, it really it would
they're pointers, right?
It's actually kind of like iSCSI is virtualized enough that you're just like taking a block device and you're saying this block device is a LUN on this virtual iSCSI device,
right.
And you could do that to two things, right? This would be the same kind of thing. It would really just be like it's not a full volume. It's got a backing, and really all it is it's the API construct with all the same kind of semantics that you're used to, except maybe some additional restrictions. But if the confusion is, if you introduce confusion about where this thing is or what it actually does, then maybe that's not so good. But I don't know. It just
like on the attach side, I get that. I'm
Yeah.
just wondering about on the create side, it feels messy.
on the create how you.
Yeah, as a user, how you create.
Well, you create things. You can create a volume from an image, right? So
Well, I guess it's just like it's a snapshot with a multi-attachee.
it's really bothering me that you keep saying snapshot.
Sorry.
But it would be like you would do a similar kind of composite operation where you pass in the ID of the thing, but the semantics would be like a local clone in Git, right, where you're sharing the ref.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know what you're saying. I don't think so, and if I understand, if Dan and I are on the same page. So the way I had tried to work it out was, you would still use no back if you no, sorry. So, yeah, let me finish that. So, what would actually happen is do some magic on the back end. I would actually return a different volume made up back. That would not be exposed out to the end user, but I would have, basically, I would take, the way it would probably allow, I would take that attachment ID, and I would just give you that as volume. And then when you call and you say attach, no one will actually use that ID.
That's not what I was talking about, actually. Go ahead.
No, it really seemed messy. Just go on.
Okay, but I'm saying you've got a volume, a regular volume like today, right? You would effectively, whether it was a CRUD operation or something else, you would do something to Cinder that would create another entry for that volume, the same actual backing thing, but it would show up as another volume. It would just be like I want to say view because it's just a view into the same set of bytes. A snapshot means that they diverge at some point, but like I as a user would say, I've got this volume, and now I want to spin up this other instance that's going to be the highly available, hot standby thing. So I create another volume in Cinder, but that's really just a view into that first volume. Now I've got volume IDs, and I can attach those to, two separate node instances with the exact same semantics that we have today, except that it's all still one view into the same bytes.
So you would actually just offload some of the work back to Cinder and say, hey, okay, if you want to hold that volume, which actually is really long, you have to do that at any time. So if you come in and say, hey, here's a volume that has to be more than that volume, then I know I'm going to create multiple of these.
And you can also quota and say, sorry, but you can only do 3 views into a volume at a time. You can't do 100, right?
Yeah, the only problem with that is I don't know. I think we end up back where I'm at with this because the problem is from the user's perspective when they do a system of this, or from when you do a volume, what you pass in the Cinder.
Well, this that volume idea of that fake, so that fake view volume can only be attached singly. It's just that it's backed by the same thing, which gives you the multi.
I think the thing is an aside here, which is you're having to do lots of storage inside the cinders for that attachment ID, right? I guess.
No, that's
but you're not.
The beauty of the attachment ID thing, what I look at is like, well, crap, everything's already here.
Oh.
So everything's there.
Oh, so you already stored it, we just don't have it. Okay.
Right, exactly.
But at this point, like the volume UUID can be the attachment ID because there's only one, right?
Sure.
It's but uniquely defined.
But the idea of doing of splitting it out on the Cinder side is that it doesn't change we don't have the change in behavior between Nova and Cinder, where Nova needs to know if this is multi-attachable so that we can let you multi-attach it. It's still a single one-to-one from our perspective, or anyone else that uses Cinder. Then you guys can, potentially there could be some storage backends that don't really do multi-attach, but that you could wire up something in front to kind of make it do multi-attach or whatever. And like we don't need to know anything about that, right?
It's the multi-Nova, so because you've got 2 Novas doing both supporting multi-attach with 1 Cinder.
Well,
you want to restrict to like 3 multi-attaches to 1 volume. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, that's a really good. That's another good reason.
So I think I'm more than happy to look at I would say that I'm not necessarily completely clear on how it is, how it would be much better than actually
But it means that we don't need to worry about so we know that 1 volume ID is only in 1 place.
No, you're really going to change it all.
Right, exactly.
No, I get that.
So that's a big plus.
Well, it lets you guys drive.
You drive the
change,
right?
I get that, but what I was going to follow up with say is I think there are shortcomings in some of the attached workflows as it is.
Yeah.
That I think having a specific ID instead of doing these long ideas, it would help. The other thing is going forward, I think your proposal actually does cost a lot of flexibility and do more security problems.
Oh yeah.
You have to actually do the same thing, right? In fact, maybe.
But we have to, if it's the attachment ID, Nova has to understand what that means to us. Right?
Yes, you guys don't want to make any changes.
But I think your use case of quoting how many multi-attaches are allowed, right?
Also becomes just quota and
That's now, now Cinder controls that as it should, right?
Is anyone concerned about user experience?
I can't, I'm not hearing any of this.
Sorry.
How does Nova know when to call disconnect volume? Right.
Yeah.
That's the whole point is what they're saying. You don't, so you have a volume ID, right? Maybe you don't like this. But so what you do both are attached, you're creating these vertical lines. When Nova asks you to attach, you're actually giving it that vertical line, not long. So when Nova says it's done with it, it's done with it.
And you can delete that, and it doesn't delete the volume, right? So you could, if you have two VMs that attach to the same array of bytes underneath, but that they both think they have their own volume for it, then you can let Nova delete it if you want. And all it did is delete one of your views into that thing. It didn't delete the volume, and the other one that still has the other thing attached. We don't have to do this like.
We can do the cache on our side to see is that the last export.
Right. Should I delete this? Nova doesn't need to know. Should I?
Yeah.
They're going to need one volume for they'll know this not volume. We have to go through the way all that. You're going to be afraid of the trigger. We're going to have that sitting there forever, not being used. And sitting in the data.
If you give them multi-attach ability in the first place, right? Yeah, I mean you don't.
It's one volume, no getting rid of, no instance, and that really attachment is, I mean, it takes care of it. I mean, they're going to fire, they're going to form back up without a 3-7 unit. Like, you just take that out of the equation, you go, you should attach it. So if we're below it, there, you actually have to go delete, they're going to get rid of it.
So here's the UI perspective. The user now he has a volume attached to it, since they see that they want to do Nova volume detach. We're multi-attached, they would see the same volume name and volume ID attached to their multiple instances. And in this paradigm, they would see a different volume ID, maybe the same name.
Probably the same.
I would actually, I wouldn't elaborate. I would make them subtables in the form.
So the user keys the identical ID.
So it basically does the exact same thing on the other side that I'm trying to do with the attachment IDs, except it makes it, it said, we don't actually have to change anything, or anywhere else. Nobody has to care.
Nobody that uses Cinder would know. Right?
Yeah, that's good.
So on the note.
Your mic's not on.
Okay, so on the node compute node, right, imagine you have two instances on the same compute node, and both compute attached to the same volume, whether that's with the new construct or whatever. If we have 4 some sort of backends, it's a single ISW session for the stuff. Nobody needs to know when to call those bricks, get rid of that. Right? So, Nova at some point needs to know that those two volume connections, whether one's a view or you need to know that one of them still needs to actually be there. If you want to disconnect one of those instances, you still need the connection.
So Brick should. Yeah, I understand. But Brick can look and see whether there are still.
You know that it's called Brick, there's called Cinder, and then Brick to the side. We can do that,
Yeah, but he's saying on the compute node where we can only get one attachment in order to do the multi-attach thing. We only get one iSCSI export to a particular host IP, and if you happen to have two things running on that host IP, you can't get another iSCSI export. Is that right?
Yeah.
I guess I'm really confused about the Brick design if we're in that problem. Like, but maybe that means we're not passing enough information.
We need to give more information to Brick.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I thought that was kind of what Brick was supposed to insulate Nova from having to care about stuff like that.
So Brick doesn't know that volume is being used by one of the companies, right? It's sort of an implicit assumption that it's just being used for one thing. So when you tell Brick to like, I want to love this connection, it's thinking of that connection as the attachment to the compute node, the attachment to the instance, right?
Yeah, but it seems like that's a fundamental flaw in the way we either Brick or the way we interact with Brick or whatever, and that no amount of this is going to fix it.
So let's back up. Like we say, Brick stateless. That's cool. What this then means is that we need to give Brick more state in order to make that decision for us.
Right, like we should be able to send, maybe we need to send Brick the volume show details, and then that would have a, you would still expose some of this hierarchy relationship, even though nothing from the outside needs to know that we have these new views into those things. You still would have like some key in the API response that kind of gives you the ability so that your Cinder client can like tree out the way it looks, right? And then Brick, if it got that information, could see. Right? So
basically, this is the fundamental problem, and the decision has to be made somewhere, either in Nova before Brick or in Brick after.
Yep. I guess we want it to be a Brick, and I guess the question is what information do we need to give Brick for it to be able to make that decision?
Brick is really stupid in the respect that it just deals with targets. That's all it does. It doesn't care about the ends, anyone using that data. The design is not supposed to know anything about that. This is what you're describing, that making it different from migration. When you do migration,
you mean if you were initially on the same host and now you're not?
no, you get migration.
It's a separate host. It's two attachments.
One is on
Oh,
the
you're right though, because on the destination host, you might already be attached to that shared volume.
Is that what you mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's certainly a problem.
Yeah,
You're attached to both ends.
yeah, you're right.
When you're going in or out of a compute host where you have every task or you don't have it.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't do that. Some back ends is horrible, others is horrible.
Agreed. Yeah.
So,
I guess I'm not sure that I get that that's a problem. Like that's a fundamental problem to solve here, but it also.
There's another way of solving this, which is awful, is you just don't allow multi-patch to the backends that only do one export.
Well,
The other solution is use the attachment.
yeah. Why does that solve this case?
Because when you come back and you actually,
You see where we're going?
right, and if Brick's not going to change to be smarter, which is fine, if that's the design here for. It could change, or Nova's going to change.
We can have OS mortar that's in between the two, that's fine.
There's like multiple fundamental things that have to get fixed here, right? One of which is just Nova's interaction with Cinder and how much multi-attachments Nova has to know. And then if you guys decide to do something else with multi-attach, then we have to know about that as well. And that modeling paradigm change is what I was talking about between Nova and Cinder insulates us from any of the crazy stuff that you want to do in the future. That's kind of separate than I think that.
That's separate from this issue.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes it any harder or easier. Right. That's I'm not claiming.
So let's maybe think, okay, that looks like worth looking at, Johnson, maybe we can POC that. But what about this problem here? Nova or Brick, you need to know when to do the actual optimized disconnect.
John's proposal actually, because you have information that you figure that out. Remember correctly, the description I heard, one of the unattachments around the same thing. In the compute node, if we have all the attachments, which is effectively on the compute node, you can check and say, are there attachments, if there was an attachment, is the last attachment on this host, this compute node, or this model?
That's what we're talking about. Either know that.
So actually, Nova, because Nova might be in a good position to.
Yeah, there's a list of attachments.
The info is there.
One thing that we're not going to which I think story close to that as well.
Yeah, that's
This is the most important one. I have that same volume on.
kind of trivial.
I would love to come up with a solution where no one just keeps coming over. The problem is because of the behavior of some devices sharing that issue. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, I'm not arguing that this problem, it's your problem now, because whatever. I'm not arguing that Nova doesn't have to change to fix this problem.
Yeah.
Like I'm cool with that.
It's
It's,
just what do we get?
it's the API level thing that I think we should try to keep it as abstract as possible. But so
So inside those virtual volumes, we can do things like on the server.
yeah,
So I guess there's no good with having to have some logic before doing the call to break, to disconnect the volume, to determine if it's the time.
so logic would be things that we have to go back to our database for, or is it stuff that we would get? It depends. If we can do a show volume before we're getting ready to do the attach and detach, and we've got like the information there, then sure.
Sorry.
You have it, but so it's
Cool.
Yeah.
The attachment ID is there.
That's better than us having to go back, like do that, and then go back to our database and do some query of trying to merge the VDMs table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What we did is we had basically we had on the Cinder side, a get attachment. You guys could call, already have all.
We already fetched that for the detach, it's already there.
when you fetch a volume, those attachments are already
And we are fetching them for detach.
Stop, they're not, because if you did another attachment to someone else.
It's great
It
to
is
see.
there. It's
We're
already-
saying on the detached piece, we're actually getting ready to attach them to the we get ready to attach them, add all this.
But we do a get call. Detach is updated and it gets the volume.
Detach, when you start a detach, you get that fresh info. and you
We are already
want that.
passing the attachment ID back. This is what we did in the
But I think what John's saying is that we know does that in the API, and we cast off to queue it in that time.
But what's your mind?
Yeah, I think unless you like,
See, you can't change it. Once you start to detach and you set it to detaching, you can't do it.
the deal is it's cast and we might lose that message and like we completely forgot that we were doing that and you guys are locked out.
Yes, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
You guys-
Well,
That's not a message.
You get stuck in detaching. So, as time is limited, can we at least get conceptually, are we good with the way we're going with this, and we can work out the details, and hopefully there's no major architectural flaw. If somebody doesn't say, that's never gonna work, but otherwise, it's probably not the time to get every detail later that way. Really good. We have different ways that sound good to do some of the abstraction, and that's what we're trying. Notice is going to have some mechanism to figure out whether it's not incorporated or not.
Yeah.
it is.
The patch note to figure out the ref coming.
Yeah. I mean, the Cinder has the information already.
See, when John says, well, sure, if Nova doesn't want to change, I really don't want to non-change. I just, like, I think that patch is like, obviously we have to do that, right?
Yeah.
That's totally cool. I'm
No, but I get it. Actually, I really love the the user experience.
So I don't want to end this abruptly, but if we want time for other things,
Well,
we can end this at some point. Other concerns?
I think the other point that Matt had, that you were talking about in our student, that we need to have one test.
Well, so I gotta do that anyway, send in my grade tests, I'll get those up. And that will exercise swap volume.
Yeah.
And
so
we'll get,
nothing, with this approach, nothing new was put back in connection and footage, and that was not.
I think you will connect, so I don't know.
So I would ask.
The fix that we wanted to do in initialized connection,
I don't know that we need that.
but initialized connection is still messy, although it can be done.
I'm still gonna populate I'm gonna say, something like that. Good point. So this does introduce, database. So we'll have to address that.
a per host race or a cross host race? Because it's a detach on the, yeah, so I think the thing is, it's, I don't want to give us more to do, but if we could lock on the volume ID when doing the detach. Yeah, like that means reasonable, right? When we call out to the OS brick, just lock on the.
But he said it's a multi-host race.
Well, that's the thing is, I don't.
Actually, you know, like your pattern, as long as you're restricted to under. So what I'll do is I'll change consider goes to the movie to the under. I don't allow any attachments when you attach.
Oh, that would do it. Yeah, as long as it's like as long as we can keep it as a per host problem, I feel less bad. Sure. So the piece I wanted to raise, which was related to all this, which is probably on the it's related to live migration. I think it's about the detach, initialized connection versus the attached pattern. Because we appear to be playing a little bit of whack-a-mole. We keep doing it one way, which breaks half the drivers, the other way, which breaks the other half. I think. Might be misinterpreting the runes. That's what it looks a bit like.
So the initialized connection is called on the stall side. Target.
It's the per host targets, right?
They're very good, but they can be depending on the back end. So that's why we have to recall initialized connection again prior to the connection.
There were some bugs about. There's always some bugs, right? It might be to do with the cleanup. There were some bugs about like if we've done this, if you've done live migration between the two boxes, you're left with like two connections open to the storage, two connections in the storage or something.
Yeah, because initialized connection creates a new one.
We identified that some drivers didn't get this use of initialized connection and actually was creating connections.
Oh, so now you've validated that driver.
It was actually doing it was initializing connections. Yeah. And that was identified.
So that's a question.
And let's do
All these cases for the drivers that don't initialize connection, right? And we break everything.
Right, that's the whack-a-mole that seems to me. So,
It's like what?
whack-a-mole, like doing.
That.
I'm just thinking of some Monty Python sketch in my head for no reason, but like the mouse organ.
But I think we did address all the drivers that were expecting initialized connection to only be called.
Right.
Yep.
So, how do we fix this?
The live migration is.
Yeah. So, like I know, in my code base, I've just commented out the initialized connection. It doesn't work, right? Which is not a solution.
Unclear, is there anything migration is broken about? I just did a demo 3 days ago.
Oh yeah, it works.
Right, we need to know something's broken, so, I mean, what do we need to fix? Is the question.
Do we need, well, so we can't like require all CIs to do live migrate right away, but that would be one way of doing it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say that it is broken yet.
It's not broken generally, it's just it's patching.
I wouldn't say it's broken generally. It's saying that, like, this particular package.
Broken specifically.
The problem that I have is so that I'm they've got it. I tested on a regular basis.
Right.
But there are packages that keep coming in for people that, oh, my package doesn't work that way, so I'm going to change it. And then they build packages that actually break everything because they're all different.
Right, I agree.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
So aggressive way seems to be the line channel.
So, the problem is that somebody needs to actually put together a whole question of real accurate. The drivers that I care about are the OpenStack driver, the sub, or, of course, other than that, I'm sorry if you follow the reference and just hopefully, we'll have to figure out.
It'd be good if we knew what didn't work.
for live migration.
A few weeks ago, Anthony and I put together a couple ideas with testing that a lot of cinder drivers did with live migration.
That's cool.
So there are particular backends that aren't working, we should get bugs filed with them, right? If people working on those, and just
I agree. Like we keep seeing them like pop up, right? So we've got some in the Nova list, the Nova book thing. I just want to know like how do we get them right? It might just be we transfer them to Cinder.
Yeah, well, right.
Yeah.
That's something that we have to do. Right.
So we make this. Wait. I think we have the solution here, which is we have the reference implementation working. We have a few examples of that working in general. Follow that path, or you're screwed, right? So
as well as getting third parties, guys.
oh yeah. Like
Live migration testing.
if you don't want to be screwed, please use your third party test.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to address that. We need to
So, it's good. Like the piece that the gate, yes, there's the gate test going for that. The piece I guess I was concerned about is what do we change if I fix these drivers? I think the answer is the drivers. So that's good. That's the answer.
yes. And if you have a bug, the no side bugs that address this.
Yeah.
Keep calling them out. There's bugs in no about driver or something. Line migration doesn't work for you. I know this is, I'll send it right to that driver, maintain it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's the question, right?
Hide in mind. Yeah. Let's continue these conversations. Another time maybe.
That's a fair point though, right? We need garbage collection on the thing that we're bringing.
Is there,
Anyway, I'm showing.
so there were a couple of things on the agenda. Do we need to get to those, or is there a final thing that will make it around whether or not?
We have 3 minutes left, so we might as well just
Do you want to do these?
go all in on multi. We have this capabilities, discoverability thing in the API that we've been talking about. Like, are we going to block multi-attach? That or change to no API?
Or we can choose to no way back.
It's not our deal.
Okay. As far as like mixed compute, we talked about that a little bit this morning, like replace the,
But the next compute thing?
Yeah.
But I don't think
it will matter for the disconnect logic.
it'll matter for that bug fix, right?
So it's backward.
The medium one?
The what?
No, the like that we have to do right now.
I'm not sure that we will be able to backport it because it'll depend on new information we get from Thunder.
No, it's already there. It's always been there.
Okay, all right. Well, if that's the case, then it's a small bug fixed even though that we backport it. Like it's happy, right?
Okay. Cool.
Nobody does that,
I
right?
think we talked about the rules, we have to create set. There's nothing to do there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was worried about snapshot of this stuff, but I think I talked myself worrying about it.
There was something about microversions. We need to work out how to get them implemented. Oh, we haven't quite. Right.
Is there anything that we need to do? If Cinder isn't changing any of its APIs, or at least in the way that we care about, then I don't think we have to worry about it.
We don't need to work on it.
Yeah. So as far as next steps, I just said POC, John, I don't know. We're going to Cinder side, what this new idea, the volume migration testing.
So we're building that migration there. So that's something that we need to do.
Yeah, I figured we probably that, John. We can start our voting, put her lab.
Someone that knows right will work on this code to determine this, whether it's time to operate. Yeah. I was volunteering.
So typically for setting things like for like currently that happens through image metadata. And I was wondering what if we actually allowed volume types themselves to actually be able to set that information? So when you're doing an attach, Nova could query about the extra specs inside of a volume type and then be able to set those for certain backends that can benefit from certain modes. There's some other examples there as well, but today it seems a little bit error prone to expect the user to use a specific Nova image, sorry, to use a specific image and then also to use a specific volume type. So,
This is backend. So one of the things we did with like OS info is basically if the image is a particular driver, we try and do the default thing right. What I'm wondering is, do we want some connection info to give us a hint on what the default should be if there's nothing set?
Actually,
Yeah.
a while back, we added, I added for my drivers to be able to set which to me was sense. So I would actually avoid putting it in the type. If it were me, I would put it in this model.
It's the backend. Because it's both on there, right? Because it's the default and then there's the
I guess my only concern is filling up that more with stuff, but filling that up, you know, the connection model that we're cutting back, filling that up with more optional stuff. Like it just seems to me like volume type you could get or none if it's in there. The same thing we're doing right now with image metadata.
So I think that was the volume flow.
Sorry, there's like three people talking, so none of that makes sense.
If you look right now, currently there's a rubber geometry. You get past this volume anyway. So you already have it, so you don't have to go out through. I get a little nervous as much as I love volume types and extra types. I get a little bit nervous about passing it over to communicating with them because if they get arbitrary, if you get loaded, so I think there are some risks.
I guess I looked at it like there's, besides the fact that it is a contract between Nova and Cinder, I kind of looked at it as no different than right now because inside of Nova itself, it's kind of a like having to discover those different HW prefix properties, like is really no different. Yeah. So if I do stick it in the connection model, then I mean that's still a contract, right? That still brings us back to the same problem. Yeah. So why do people like that better? I guess. Okay, so if I'm understanding, we're okay then in the connection model. Yeah. Okay. So I heard from the Cinder folks. Anybody in Nova opposed to that?
get your answer?
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so thanks everyone on everything.
So we still
4 minutes to break.